Hello again and welcome back to Wingot Plays Oxygen Not Included, on Dupeflix and Chill, our Chaos Crew seed, which has progressed along reasonably. We've gotten to the point that we now have access to space, we have a bit of industry, I've got steel production and we've got 11 tons of steel just sitting there and plenty of all of the resources that we could even fire up another 99 steel jobs and it will just work. Meanwhile, let's get a bit more iron going. Oops, what did I do? Oh, that was meant to be steel. That said, what we want to do is we want to actually fly out to space. We want to go out onto our star map and get to these carbon asteroids and start researching them. We've built our rocket chimney area. Now it's just a matter of building the rocket itself. So step one, let's get rid of these ladders so that we can then try to build our rocket in that space. I've done a little bit of expansion up here, primarily just moved things around so that the scanners have a bit better quality, but it's currently blocked because of that bunker door, which I don't want to open until we've got the next, until we've got the next robo miner in place. So let's in fact extend this along and get to work on getting that in place so that we'll then be able to open up our bunker doors again. And that will even further improve our scan network quality and mean that we can detect the asteroids coming at a better distance. Let's just build that and disconnect that for now so that we can oops. That's a problem. Okay. That's right, so this needs to go up to there. And this needs to go up to there. Perfect. Now, priority is get those built. And let's make this like priority 7. It is a priority, but it's not the top priority, and they can't even reach it at the moment. Let's pop a couple of ladders so that they'll be able to. Okay, let's see. That should be getting done. Okay. We've got a new printable. Let's go take a quick look what we've got. I have grabbed another couple of duplicates. I think I grabbed one of our pilots the other day. I've now got another pilot. We really need another digger, which I don't see a digger here, so we'll just take the coal for the time being, because another digger is our priority at the moment. But we have trained up. Sildenafil and hepatocyte have both managed to get to exosuit training, so they've both been allowed outside of the gym. And Cyclin A there, one of our rocket pilots, is currently in the process of training. So let's have a look here. They're still slowly building that. Okay, now if we want more doors, I think we need another power source down here, another transformer set. So let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go for a few more bunker doors there. And then we just want to put some more power transformers. And if we throw a couple of power transformers down here, then they can connect to our heavy watt wire network as well. In fact, I think we're just going to run this straight across there. And then we want to run a bit of power wire. And cancel that piece because that's going to be a bridge, so that we'll be able to run the heavy wire through later on. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this part here and put it onto the new system that we're putting in place, and then we just want to run power wire the whole way across. And lastly, we are going to want to connect them up so that they will open if there is not a meteor storm incoming. Perfect. Now with these here, priority 9, we want to get building our rocket. If we take a look here at rocketry, our steam engine is going to take 2,000 steel. We've currently got 9 ton. We've just used a chunk of it on trying to build more bunker doors. Now, let's see, 1, 2. I wonder if I should move the ladders over so that they're better able to access once I try to build the next layer. That said, let's see what we can do here. So, I wonder, let's have a look at jetpack. Jetpack is not its own independent skill. But in fact, we've not even researched jetpack because jetpack's down here. There we go. So let's get some transit tubes, jetpacks. Let's get this research going. We're also going to need advanced caffeination as well, apparently, in order to get jetpacks running. Presumably that's so that they can... No, I don't see how caffeination helps with a jetpack. But anyone coming along to do this, looks like it's a low priority for them at the moment. Now, the other thing we're going to need, so we've got the steam engine here. We also need a steam room. We need some way of generating steam to feed into the steam engine. And so, what I'm going to do... let's build some more ladders here alongside the abyss light there, and then once that's in place we'll be able to basically fill this section here with steam, and then we can probably even make a door there so that I can then get access into this area. That said, if there is a door there, that's just going to allow heat exchange. Okay, we'll figure that out soon. They're currently building the ladders, which probably don't want to do that because they're just going to wind up getting themselves trapped when someone comes in here to build an insulated tile and then it gets closed in. In fact, they can't get trapped at the moment because we have those couple of ladders. So let's put a airlock in here. I wonder, high thermal conductivity, decor, thermally reactive. I don't think I've got a material that isn't thermally reactive or that is a insulator, so I think we're just going to use this. Manual airlocks also made out of ore. Yeah, don't think we've got an option for trying to keep the temperature isolated, but we now have our transit tubes. Let's see, saunas, steam to create a relaxing atmosphere. Well, actually, That's a lot of heat, isn't it? I wonder if I could put a sauna into... Is this a recreational building? It's a recreational building. I wonder if I could... Although I'd need to bring steam in. I can't use the steam. It needs gas intake pipe. Yeah, I need to bring in steam in order to get the sauna running. So I would need somewhere producing steam, and I could run a steam pipe in, so long as it didn't wind up getting so cold that it then flashed into... It could help with the heating problem. Anyway, we've got our steam engine coming in nicely. Our transit tube research is completed. I dislike that it frequently... Outlet pipe full. What is going... Oh. Why is only Cyclone not able to reach a toilet? Because these lavatories here... The lavatories up here shouldn't be accessible to anyone other than a Torvastatin. And I don't think there's lavatories or outhouses anywhere else. So everyone except a Torvastatin shouldn't currently be able to get to a toilet. Anyway, the quick solution is probably just going to be building a bit of polluted water storage as a priority. Let's get this fixed. Let's get the toilets running before people start making a mess. Because 15 duplicants making a mess everywhere is definitely not ideal. Meanwhile, let's have a look at blueprints. What have we got sitting here? Print, and we have a blue glitter Atmos suit. That doesn't look the worst. Got another blueprint waiting to be unlocked. Groupthink undershirt. Fine. Can we get something other than clothing, please? I think there's just so much clothing in the game, but... Good. I think enough water managed to move that someone's been able to go to the toilet. But it still looks like it's completely full. Oh. And there we go. People started making a mess already. People making a mess everywhere. They better not bloody break something. Let's see. Made a mess there. Made a mess here. Yes, that's fine. Still down to fill. Okay, I think it's only those two that so far have. And in fact, let's do this. Let's prioritize the, what I'm going to call the proximal section first. Paracetamol. Good, it's not dropping anywhere important, I don't think. Because if they can get this closest bit, the proximal bit, up and running, then that should at least get some polluted water flowing and get this toilets back online. Come on, just get this one done. Sildenafil, Sildenafil, it's all on you. Come on, Viagra, you can do it. Oh. Thank you, Osteoprotegerin. I don't know how long that had been sitting there, but long enough, let's say. But we've now got polluted water flowing again, which means that we can start using our lavatories again. That a little bit annoying. So where did all this crude oil come from? I keep getting fluids just appearing that I can't make sense of. like there's often water or polluted water up, making a whole run along here. There's crude oil all in this space that doesn't seem to make any sense at all. I don't think that's been there for overly long. I don't know where this water came from, because I think that's new. Yeah, I think we're really going to have to do something about trying to clean up the liquids sometime sooner rather than later. But, all that said, what we do want to get working on is we want to keep building the rocket. Why is that not? I think I must have had cancel selected instead of deconstruct selected. Now, how do we make sure that they can deconstruct all of this? I think we do that. And then that way they will still be able to jump across. Digger. Digging, farming, building. Building, farming, building definitely is useful. Shovel, egg. I think another digger. And I think they're going to be called paclitaxel. Although paclitax, too bad. It'll do. I'm pretty sure I don't have another paclitaxel, just to double check. Good, and let's look at our schedules. We've got 2 sitting there. Paclitaxel's down here on a new schedule. Sildenafil can come down here as well. Perfect. Now, Pack, you get to come up here. And you're not allowed out of here. Okay, Sildenafil, Cyclin is still working on exosuit. Paclitaxel can get improved carrying. Good. Now, I want you to do these jobs. And good, it looks like they're doing them as a little bit of a priority, which is good. And then we can try to get them to get rid of some of these extras. Downtime scale. Why is there an alarm? Alarm off. Alarm off. There we go. Okay, and let's just clear up these extra few ladders so that we can build our next piece of the rocket. And there we go. We've now got space for our next step. We are going to want at least 1 research module, and I think arguably we want to take a little bit of a look and see how big this rocket needs to be. Well, how big this rocket can be. So if there's the oxygen not included rocket calculator, which I did start to use last episode, but I've already forgotten about how it works. Let's say we want 2 research or sightseeing modules with steam. Let's see. Achievable distance first fuel. So it looks like, I don't remember how much the steam turbine can hold. How much steam, in fact, it doesn't say it here. It can hold 900 kilograms of steam. So 2 sightseeing modules looks like with a full steam tank would be able to reach the 14,000 locations. And okay, so 14,000 would only get us to these closest carbon asteroids. 20,000 there would require us to go to the next tip. A single research, yeah, even with only just a single research sightseeing, looks like it can't get out far enough. And so it's probably worth just going straight for the three sightseeing modules, because we're going to be able to take 3 sightseeing modules as far as we could take one, and then we can research these first 2 planets, and then that should hopefully get us access to the... Let's see, how do we do this? Cancel that one, deconstruct all of this. There we go. 3 sightseeing. Oh, we don't have space for 3 research modules. I think we need to extend this if we're going to put a 3rd research module, because we need to put a command capsule on top. So let's get rid of the steam engine and knock out the floor above it. There we go, that should work. Priority 9, dig out all of that. We don't want this door here either anymore. We'll let them dig those out, and then I will come back and we can see about building our sightseer modules. Okay, and we have dug out enough space. So now we can try putting our steam engine there. We can put a research module on top of it, and then we just need to clean up these. This would be a lot easier if I had jetpacks, but I'm currently researching jetpacks. I don't remember whether... I think they need petroleum, which arguably is a possibility. I just need to try to figure it out. Okay, now... if we can get rid of these ladders up top here, we're going to be able to build another research module, and then finally we'll be able to build the command capsule on top. So I think we're just going to have to pause again and wait while the duplicates get to work on that. And putting the capstone on, we can now build our command capsule. And as soon as that gets built, we'll then be able to set this space scanner, and we can then try to set it up so that these doors will open if the rocket is coming back. But I think what we want is the doors need to open if, hang on. So the logic is going to be they open if the rocket is coming back or if the rocket is being sent out. Thank you, Hepatocyte. He's only just been allowed out of the base and he's already doing something useful. Command capsule coming in. Now, how do we... I think we can actually read. So red awaits a launch command, green launches the rocket. So what we can do is we can bring an automation wire in. Okay, so there's a green signal when the rocket launch checklist is complete. So I think if the rocket launch checklist is complete and we have something telling it that yes, we want to launch the rocket, if both of these are true, then open the doors. Cool, and so these bunker doors will be closed unless the rocket actually wants to leave. If the rocket actually wants to leave, then these bunker doors need to open. And the question is, will they open fast enough? Anyway, we'll have to figure that out when we actually go to launch the rocket. We've now got our rocket launched, our rocket built, and so this needs to be set to Genesis. And so the space scanner, if it detects Genesis coming back, it will send out a green signal. At the moment it's sending a red signal because because it's not an incoming object. Perfect. Now let's have a quick look here. Printables, what have we got? Decorate, dig. Cannot decrease to excavate, cannot build. Yeah, whatever. Masterworks. Right, that's artwork, which it could be good to have another artwork, but I think for now we're just going to take the algae because none of them super screamed to me that they were a awesome choice. But let's see. So in order to actually launch this, we are going to need a missing Atmo suit. Note ineligible. Why is everyone ineligible? Because I thought, like, I've got someone that can do rocketry, or I haven't yet actually given anyone rocket piloting. Clav would be a possibility. Clav doesn't have anything else going on, so Clav can be a rocket pilot, which means that they can use the command capsule. And plus 10% piloting. I'm not sure what that actually does. The 18 morale requirement. Now, what I might do though, is I might also move Clav up top here and say that Clav is not allowed out of the top side. Let me just check some priorities. Clav, where are you? Clav operates, doesn't ranch. Bottom priority is ranching, because Atorvastatin should be doing all of our ranching up topside. Operate, tidy. Yep, okay, cool. So, and then what we want to do is we want to find Clav. Sort by name. There we go. Clav, I want you to move up to here. And let's follow you. Where are you? Cool. Good. And now at that point, he's only allowed up into the top half of the base, or top quadrant, and the habitation module up here. Interesting that these are all overheating. That was not meant to happen. So, here, deconstruct priority 9, because we want to build. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? Actually, so cancel that. Priority is to get a bit of tubing up and running. Is this not being cooled? 32, 32. Because these over here... Oh, I think we need some drywall behind it. And a bit of liquid. Okay, let me... I'll come back to that. We'll fix that up later. But this episode, we have gotten a rocket built with a steam engine on the bottom. Not yet feeding it steam. We're going to have to worry about getting some steam going next episode. We've got the automation almost ready for it to be able to fly as well. At which point and we've even got a pilot. We've got Clev Ulanic Acid, who we would now be able to allocate in order to run, in order to fly this rocket for us to our destinations. If we take a quick look, actually, let's say, too far for this rocket. It won't let us select it because we don't yet have any steam in there. So next episode, I think we're going to have to try to generate a whole chunk of steam, put it into our steam engine here, so that we can then launch our rocket to the carbon asteroids. But that is something we're going to have to do next episode. Thank you for watching. Stay happy and healthy, and I hope to see you in the next one.